Today we are going to start a new chapter, chapter 3. Okay, chapter number 3. So in the last class, we finished the second chapter, and then before that we finished first chapter, right? So now we see the first chapter deals with the overview of your IoT. Okay, and some basic terms we have seen there. Okay, some flavors of IoTs. We have seen the architecture of your IoT, right? And then sensor, we talked about the sensor, then we talked about the actuator, and we have seen the architecture like this, right? So sensor is going to connect it, right? Sensor is giving information to the network, internet, and internet again connected to the actuators. So in this way, we can, control the actuator from sensor. So all these basic things we have covered in chapter number 1. Okay, we have seen different types of technologies, right? Just wait, ma. My pen is lagging. I don't know why. Just wait. Yes. Yes. I don't know why penning. That's okay. So those basic things we have seen in chapter number 1, and now if you see your laboratory, okay, lab. So what we have done first, yeah, and then after second chapter, I'll come back to lab. So after second chapter, first chapter, we went for second chapter. Now in second chapter, we are discuss about the Arduino, right? So Arduino. So why we discuss this Arduino? Because in chapter number 1, we introduce the IoT and all. So make use. So if you do something, right, then you need to have the devices. So IoT device you need to have. So that is why we discuss Arduino. Arduino is a very good IoT device where you can use for any purpose. Okay, so you can use Arduino and you can project that already we have seen in the second chapter and all. But remember, Arduino we have seen in second chapter because we need to have the IoT devices, and one of the best example of IoT device is the Arduino. That is why we went for the Arduino. Similarly, right, now in the chapter number 3, we are moving towards the another board or another device called, right, this one, the Raspberry Pi. That we will discuss later. But now if you talk about your, laboratory, what we have done? First, we control the LED, right? The first experiment, we control the LED. Now, first initially we connected the LED to voltage, right? And then we control this LED on and off, right? On and off. But after that, what happened? We connected this same LED to Arduino, right? We connected to the Arduino, and then we again control the same LED on and off, right? On and off. Then after that, what we have done? We connected, right, temperature sensor. Okay, so we connected temperature sensor and Arduino, and then we connected LED also, right? Last lab what we have done, so we connected sensor, temperature sensor, to the Arduino, and then Arduino, from the Arduino we are going to take the output, and here output is what? Your LED. Means the sensor is sensing the information from the surrounding and giving information or input to the Arduino, and Arduino is taking input as an analog, converting into digital. Okay, all these things will be converting inside only, and from output port we are going to connect to the LED, and LED are going to be controlled. Means we control LED using Arduino. Means Arduino here is a kind of device, like against IoT device. That is why we studied in the second chapter. Like that, if any IoT project you are going to do, you can go and choose your Arduino board. Okay, if your project requires Arduino. Okay, so similarly, in third chapter also, we are going to deal with the other other circuit. It's called Raspberry Pi. Okay, so similar to Arduino, we are going to have another method or another device is called Raspberry Pi. Okay, yes, Raspberry Pi. Now, remember the major difference between Raspberry Pi and then the Arduino, I will teach you later. Okay, means after this chapter, I will conclude that, okay, so and so specification we are going to use in Arduino, and so and so specifications we are going to use in Raspberry Pi. So, which is better, that we will decide later in what sense, that we will describe after this chapter. Means end of the chapter, we will compare those two. But now, I am going to discuss a Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi is a very important device. Okay, and now if I tell you one thing, the difference between Raspberry Pi and then the Arduino. Arduino is designed for two different purposes. For some project, both may be required, but slightly changes are there. And if you talk about speed and then those things, then Raspberry Pi will be better because you can see the specifications. I will discuss those things in comparison, but here you can remember one thing here is Raspberry Pi will have better features or better specifications than the Arduino. Hence, Arduino and Raspberry Pi, I can obviously say Raspberry Pi will give you the better output. Okay, so now we see here the Raspberry Pi is unlike Arduino, wasn't designed for physical computing. Remember here, Arduino is designed for physical computing. Okay, physical computing. But whereas Raspberry Pi is not designed for physical computing. Instead of this, they design this for the education. Remember the main difference here is, I can say the Raspberry Pi is specially designed for education purpose. Means if anybody wants a circuit to perform the project, okay, so they can use it. So Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi is a kind of mini computer where we can connect all our, okay, so our requirement, and then we can find out our final outputs. Means Raspberry Pi is a kind of device where we can use for many projects. Similarly, your Arduino, if you search any project, so most of the time, okay, most of the project definitely people are going to do on the Raspberry Pi only. So 95% of projects are for Raspberry Pi only when you're talking about Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi is this much of important. Okay, so here what happened here, before this Raspberry come in the market, okay, the founder of this Raspberry Pi thought, one day he thought that if I bring a computer or a very small computer, or I can say mini computer, which is size is very small, and also cost of that particular product also should be very low, and it should be function on the program. Okay, then how it would be, like that he was thinking one day. Okay, and in 2006 he was thinking in this manner. Okay, so if we provide a small electronic device where the cost of the device is very small, and if the device is working based on the program, the whatever program or whatever code we can write down, and then the simplicity of this program should be like even a child can use it, okay, and he can understand the things. Then that would be better for the outside world, like that he's thinking in his mind. And then what he has done, so he gathered the group of teachers, okay, and also just wait. Yeah, he gathered the group of teachers and the programmer and also the hardware experts. So he gathered those things and he said that, so these are the, our intentions. We need to provide, means we need to find out this device, like that he was saying. And then they started the work. He was sharing the information and then they said okay, and then they started the work in 2012. Okay, in 2012, see, they had the plan in 2006. Okay, but after 6 years, the first time, okay, the first time Raspberry Pi came into the market. So the first time Raspberry Pi came into the market in 2012. Okay, so like that he was thinking and they have worked on that and they got success, and finally they got the first model of the Raspberry Pi in 2006. So this is what the first year which Raspberry Pi introduced in the market. In fact, first model A came and then model B come. Okay, so model B is better than model, that is I am highlighting it is, so model B. So that is what the first generation. So I can say the first generation of your Raspberry Pi came in the market in 2012. And after, after few days, this, okay, and then if you talk about the specifications, okay, if you talk about the specification, the first generation specifications of this board is has the processor of this. So the processor will be ARM11 processor. Okay, so ARM11 processor, this is the processor of what they have used here. Okay, and the size of that particular device, so whatever the Raspberry Pi model B at the first time what they have discussed. Okay, so the size of that particular Raspberry Pi was like your credit card size. How small our credit card will be? Very small, right? So order of your credit card size, the first generation of Raspberry Pi came into the market. So like that they have introduced. Cost is very less because the specifications also not much, because specifications are very limited. Depending upon that, the cost is so higher. Cost was very less. And after 2 years, in 2014, they released same Raspberry Pi model, but somewhat improvement they have done it. Some improvement they have done it, and they have given name as Raspberry Pi Model B Plus. Okay, so Raspberry Pi Model B Plus. So Raspberry Pi Model B Plus came in the market in the year 2014, and they have done some improvement on this uh, Raspberry Pi Model B. Okay, so what is this? What is the what is the purpose of this Raspberry Pi? The purpose of this Raspberry Pi is like embedded applications. The design is for the embedded applications. So first, in the improved version of that things, I can say they have designed this Raspberry Pi for the embedded application purpose. So after this first generation, okay, in 2015, okay, they introduced one more Raspberry Pi. That is what is second model of Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi 2 came in the market in the year 2015 February. Okay, and here great means here some modifications has been done in the Raspberry Pi 2. What are those? The first, if you see here, the future of this. Okay, now if you see the future of this, they used clock speed is 900 megahertz. Okay, so 900 megahertz. So 900 megahertz the clock speed of that particular Raspberry Pi, and it's designed for 32 bits. And the processor what they have used is the quad-core ARM Context A7 processor. So here the used processor is what? Quad-core ARM Context Cortex A7 processor. This is the processor what they have used here. And if you talk about the RAM is 1 GB. So 1 GB of RAM they have used here. Here if you recall your Arduino board, the Arduino board RAM was what? In terms of KB. If you remember, the RAM size of your Arduino board will be in terms of KB. So here if you compare these two, obviously Raspberry Pi will have the greater RAM size. And also if you talk about clock speed there, clock speed is also in terms of KB only. It was in terms of KB. But here now in this Raspberry Pi, we are having in terms of mega, and even later we will be getting in terms of GB also. Okay, so like that we are going to have Raspberry Pi 2, okay, with the specification of these two, okay, these things. So Cortex A7 processor with 1 GB of RAM we have used here, and speed is nothing but 900 megahertz and 30-bit version. Later, okay, just wait more. Okay, so like this. And later version, okay, later version of this Raspberry Pi 2 only, they increased their processor speed to, okay, they increased their processor speed to here, so 1.2 GB. So in Raspberry Pi 2 initially it was 900 megahertz, and then 32 bits, they designed for 32 bits. Is this one A7, but in the later versions what they have done, so they have extended up to 1.2 gigahertz, and they design in place of 30, they design for 64 bit, and processor also they have changed, to the Cortex 53 processor. So same company, but A53, A7 means version has been changed. So this is what the processor they have used in the Raspberry Pi 2. After that, the third model came in the market. So the Raspberry Pi Model 3B is released in 2016. So initially they started in 2012. After that, 2014 was improved versions came, and in 2015, right? In 2015 we got second model, and in 2016 we got third model. Okay, so this is what the third model, and remember here it came in the market in 2016, and specification if you see almost equal specifications what we have seen in the latest version of the Raspberry Pi. But here the advantage here is that the same thing they have used there, but Wi-Fi module, Bluetooth module, and USB port has been introduced in this manner. So these three different, okay, models came into the board. So in Raspberry Pi 3 we are having Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and then the USB boot capabilities. So with the help of Wi-Fi you can connect to the internet directly without connecting with wire. So without wire you can connect it, and the Bluetooth also you can connect with the different devices and all. And the advantage of USB that we already seen. So if any device is supporting to the USB, then we can make use of for multiple purpose. And that is what the advantage of the USB. So like that, Raspberry Pi 3 model will have extra Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and then the USB boot capabilities and all. And then after that, after 2 years later, means after 2 years, so in 2018 again Raspberry Pi Model B plus came into the market. First is it was B, and then later it became B plus. And now if you see the specification of these two, okay, if you see the specification of these two, simply somewhat the processor speed is increased here. So In place of 1.2, now it came around 1.4 gigahertz of processor. And if you talk about when this process speed is increased, means the faster it will be, isn't it? So here when you compare this is the 3 times faster than the above one. So this is 3 times faster than the above one. And whatever Ethernet they are going to use, means whatever Wi-Fi they use, the Wi-Fi will be supporting the faster, the data sharing. So in terms of gigabits, we can share the data here. So Wi-Fi model, Bluetooth model, and USB model. These two are advantage of this model, Raspberry Pi Model 3. Okay, like that we can, we can send up to 300 megabits per second. Okay, so because we introduce the Wi-Fi model and then those things. And now if you talk about here, okay, and always remember we are going to discuss about electronic circuit, okay now, and we need to have the operating system. So and also we need to have memory. So in order to store the whatever thing we are doing, they use here SD card. Okay, so SD card is needed here. So SD card is needed here. Previous version means if you are installing the OS, how you are going to do? Just you store in the memory and you have to connect this with the board. So already there is a port for SD card. You have to insert it and then you have to do the things, because whenever you are executing some instructions, those instructions should be stored, right? So for storing purpose, we need to have the SD card. That is why we can have the SD card here. Okay, and then we can share our data. You can connect to your mobile, your laptop with the help of USB port. Already we have known those things. But remember, these three things introduced in the Raspberry Pi Model 3. Next, what you see, the last one, presently what we are going to use there is Raspberry Pi Model 4. This is very important, and because if you see the specification, speed or anything, if you compare with previous version, this version will have the great advantages. Okay, these versions will have the great advantages. So Raspberry Pi Model 4 is the present Raspberry Pi what we are going to use here. Now if you see here, the Raspberry Pi Model 4 came in 2019 in COVID times. During COVID time, it came in the market. So in June, okay, 2019 it came in the market. And now if you see the specification, if you compare your specification, then here we can have 1.5 gigahertz of the microprocessor speed, and it designed for the 64 bits. And if you see the processor, previously processor was A53, but now they use the processor A72, which is again a improved version of the previous one. So here speed they increase 1.5 gigahertz. Processor also they have changed, and also they have used Wi-Fi model versions, latest version model, like version 5 Wi-Fi they are going to use. Bluetooth 5 version, 5th version of Bluetooth they are going to use. Okay, means they are used here. And also the Ethernet, this one, the port also they means the speed of Internet also they have increased. And here previous one, if you see in 2000, in Raspberry Pi 3, there are USB port connectors. Two different here. One port was there, and here we can talk about the USB port. We are going to have the two different USB ports. So here we are going to have two different USB ports. Okay. So one is 2.0, other one is 3.0. So two different there. Obviously we can